Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, and we are going to start with money. We finished time, the clock, we've worked on elapsed time for a few days, and now we're almost done with measurement part 2. We're going to count money, and then we're going to learn how to make change. But for today, we're just going to count money. Now, boys and girls, money is reviewed. You already learned this last year, but we're going to review a few important things that we need to know to be able to add up money quickly in our heads, so that when we're in a store, for example, and we want to know if we have enough money or what we have to give the cashier, it will be quick. First thing we have to really learn, boys and girls, and many of you already know this, memorize how much is a quarter, how much is 2 quarters, how much is 3 quarters, and how much is 4 quarters. And here you see 4 quarters right here. In a minute we will we'll get close to that, but here are 4 quarters. Now remember, boys and girls, 1 quarter is 25 cents. 2 quarters would be 50 cents because it's 2 25s. 3 quarters would be 75 cents, and 4 quarters equals $1. Also, boys and girls, 100 pennies equals $1. So if you memorize what 1, 2, and 3 quarters are and 4 quarters, this is going to be very simple for you. So if you haven't done that, please do that. That's very important. A quarter is 25 cents, 2 quarters are 50 cents, 3 quarters is 75 cents, 4 quarters is $1. Very, very important. And I wanted to show you, here you see, this is a play coin, but just to give you an idea in case you don't know, this is the 50 cent piece, which is equal to 2 quarters. And what I put it here so you can see the size, that it's actually bigger than a quarter. It's the biggest coin that we actually have in our system is that 50 cent piece. So it's bigger than a quarter. And the other cool coin that many of you have, I think that you've even brought it to school, is this gold coin. That is Sacagawea. Remember, Sacagawea went with Lewis and Clark, helped them on their adventure through the Louisiana Territory. And so this is actually $1 gold coin. It's the same size as the quarter, but it's worth $1, and it's gold. Maybe some of you have that at home. Those two are kind of rare. You don't see them very often when you buy things at stores. What you mostly see are quarters, dimes, nickels, which brings us to nickels. These are nickels, dimes, and of course the copper pennies. All right. Let's add all this money up, boys and girls. And what I want you to be able to do is find some tricks to adding money. The important thing about money, just like in clock, we add the hours first. We always do the big numbers first, or the big amounts first in reference to money. So we first are going to add all the bills. Well, let's see. We have 2 tens. We have a 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So let's add that first. And of course, we always start with the big bills. So 2 tens, that's easy. Think 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10, 20. And now we're gonna add 5 more, 25. 26, 27, 28, and 29. So far, we have $29. That's so far what we have. We have added all the bills, $29. Now let's add the coins. Always, always remember, we start with the larger amounts. So when I look over here, I see nickels, dimes, and pennies. Which are the larger amounts? Nickels. So let's look. Well, the larger amounts are the larger amounts are dimes, not nickels. Nickels are the larger coins, but dimes are the larger amounts. So let's do those first. A dime is worth 10 cents. So we have 10 cents and 10 cents. What's 10 plus 10? 20 cents. Now this is 20 cents here. Now we're coming to the nickels. Nickels are worth 5 cents, correct. So we have 5, 10, 15 cents. So here we have 15 cents. And pennies, we all know, are worth 1. So we have 4 pennies. So we now have 15 plus 20 plus 4. So I always like to add the higher number first. So 20 plus 15 would be 35, plus 4 36, 37, 38, 39. So we have $29 and 39 cents. That's how we count money, boys and girls. It's really very easy. We just usually always start with the big coins, with the big bills, and we move our way down. And we just add them up. And as you get very good at it, you'll be able to do all this in your head. But in the meantime, you can write it down. All right, let's look at a couple that we're going to be doing today in our book on page 48 and 49. Let's do two of them. Let's do number 1 and 2. All right, let me erase. Let me just please also we can just do number 1 and 2. Just bring this down very quickly. All right, I think we have enough room here. So we can do number 1 and 2. So we on page 48, we're going to work on 48 and 49. That's what we're going to do today, and we're going to do numbers 1 through 12. Look at number 1. It says write the amount. I see $3 bills, and then I see 2 quarters, a nickel, and a penny. So let's do the bills first. How many bills do we see? $3. So we will write those first. Don't forget your dollar sign and your decimal point for money. And now let's count the cents. Remember, 2 quarters, we already memorized 2 quarters equals 50 cents. So we have 50 plus a nickel, that's 5. 55 plus 1 more, 56. So we have $3.56. All right, you see how you can start doing that in your head. Let's do one more together. All right, number 2. Okay, number 2, I see a $5 bill. And then I see that 50-cent piece. I see a 50-cent piece and a quarter. So let's see. $5, that's the only bill we have. So we have a $5 bill. We start with the large amounts. And now we have a 50-cent plus a quarter. So we have a 50 cent plus a quarter. A 50 cents is 50 and a quarter is 25. So 50 plus 25, think about that. We have, it's just like having 2 quarters plus 1 more quarter. It's the same thing as having 3 quarters. And that would be 75 cents. So we have 75 cents plus 3 pennies. So we have 75, 76, 77, 78 cents. We have $5.78. See, boys and girls, this is pretty easy. I think most of you will find this very simple. Remember, always count the big bills first, then the big coins, and we move on to the lesser quantities. Remember, this is what I want you to memorize. A quarter is 25 cents, 2 quarters is 50, 3 quarters is 75 cents, and 4 quarters is $1. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you next time when we learn to make change. Bye.